Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I am your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. If you're enjoying the reviews, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at Artie Demon. She does fan art, redesigns, original stuff, and not only is she an amazing artist, she's an awesome person as well, so be sure to check her out. Episode 26 of Amphibia, Trip to the Archives. Not a pun title for an episode, but I like this episode. They start talking to me. Look how beautiful this little open scene is right here. The show has no business looking this good. I just love the fact that they take the time. The establishing shots look amazing. They're going to the archives, to look things up, look up information because they're going to be leaving the valley because the mountains are good and the snow's going to melt and they're going to actually be able to get beyond the mountains and they're going to try to find a way home for Anne. So they're going to go to the library, I'll take my vacation at the library to learn some stuff because they're going to get serious now because there's a lot of dangers. They show all these there's all these animals and they're killing each other. We don't want to be bitten by this or eaten by that. And this place is a dangerous place.
Come on, gang. We'll never get Anne home if we get bitten to death by a venomous snake fly, or eaten to death by a camouflage sod skink, or crushed to death by a sand liger.
Sprig doesn't want to go because he thinks libraries are stupid. But Anne, we're getting to the end game here with Anne. She's going to have to try to find a way home. It's been fun. It's been great. But she has a family on Earth, so she has to get there. If they get to the archives and it's like an underground little place, looks pretty cool. They're like, Sprig doesn't want to do it or whatever. We should just run in blindly. It's like, yeah, that's a good idea. Hop Pop's like, remember the last couple times? How well has this been working out for you?
I could still smell that skunk juice.
And they're like, oh yeah, all that stuff was terrible. Maybe if we would have prepared better, those things wouldn't have happened. So Polly and Anne are like, yeah, let's go to the library. Let's figure things out. Sprig still being a little stick in the mud. Look how nice this little library looks. This archive is actually really cool looking. They get in there and then Hop Pop's like, oh, we have to, move quickly because we have to get out of here at sundown. And she's like, why is that? She's like, oh, this door is on a sun lock. Where as soon as the sun comes up, this little crystal shines the light on this door mechanism and it opens it, and then when the sun sets, it closes. We have Anne's like, what?
That is some steampunky nonsense right there.
Why is that? I guess someone's gonna steal things from the library at night. They never explain why this mechanism's here, but it's a cool mechanism. I really like it. They're looking around, and I guess the guy who had this archive, this used to be his house, and there's a really cool old painting of him, and then it's kind of how he died and everything. They're like, let's start looking around. So they all kind of go their own separate ways looking for stuff. I love this gag with Hop Pop.
Only nature facts. Fair. Well, now hold on. Older than the old ways. Now this I gotta read.
He's so old he wants to learn even older ways. That's just amazing. Polly finds the weapons of war section or whatever, and of course she's totally in love with that. Anne's reading a book about these killer plants, and shows a picture of this plant eating this freaking frog's eyeball. Sprig is messing with her, playing. He wants to play around, but Anne's like, I'm reading, I'm trying to learn stuff, but be done with this because this is serious stuff. She's like, why don't you try to learn something? And he's like, oh, this is dumb. All you do in a library is read about other people's adventures. Well, that's true, but you can learn from them. Then Sprig has the wonderful idea of if I mess with this lock, maybe I can make your own adventure. What a dummy. Everyone else is having a good time. And let's have a lunch break. And they're like, oh, wow, I'm learning so much. Polly's like, did you know there's 47 different weapons in the Morningstar family? But they get to the door and it's shut. What the heck? And the little eyepiece from the mechanism is gone. And Sprig's the one who took it and he's being an idiot about it. We're going to have an adventure. No, Sprig, we can't get locked in here. Don't be dumb. He relents. Okay. I know I put it somewhere. He accidentally steps on it and breaks it. He gets it back together, but then he sneezes and blows all the pieces away.
Fix it. Aha! Good as new. Dude!
So yeah, this thing's done. They're not going to be able to get out that door. So Sprig's kind of oh, now we can have this really good adventure now, but this is not good that you forced them into this thing that they didn't want to do. Hop Pop's like, oh, we'll just have to wait for someone to show up, and then they'll get help and we'll get out of here. It's when's the last time someone's been here? It's been 3 years since anyone's been to this archive. So yeah, they need to get out of this thing. I just love like the morbid jokes.
Cause if we don't, we'll be trapped here for weeks. No food, no water. Until they find our dehydrated, mummified bodies clawing at the door.
And they're looking at him like, Sprig, seriously, you damned us to death. A slow death. But they're like, okay, we got to figure out a way how to get out of here. Okay, first we're going to, they're going to try to like ram the door and break it. They can't do it. Oh, we'll dig our way out. Oh, they get attacked by all these worms. Hop Pop actually has a pretty decent idea. He uses like his reading glasses to like, try to be like that crystal thing, but it ends up like reflecting and like burning, like starts to burn down the library. And they're like, crap, we can't figure this out. We're going to be stuck here. And he came with the idea, oh, the skylight where the light comes through, maybe we can get a way out of there. So Anne's like, okay, they build like a giant tower of books and everything. This thing's like the most unsafe structure of all time. She's climbing up there. She barely can reach it. She knocks the glass out and then she can get her head out. She sees Bessie. Oh, Bessie, go run up. She isn't Lassie. Go get help. Bessie's just like, it's an animal. It's not going to know anything. He just kind of wanders off like chasing a butterfly. But Anne's like, hey, we can see the road from here. If one of you guys get up here, you guys can totally fit out of this little skylight. Anne's stuck. She put both her arms through. So like her shoulders and head and just like her hands are sticking out. So she's starting to freak out. They try to pull her down. They knock down the stack of books. So Anne is half in, half out, and then they start hearing some noises, and she's like, Sprig's like, oh, it's the cicadas, they're coming to feed in the fields, just like, be very quiet. And then Anne's like, oh, cicadas, because we have cicadas here on Earth, and of course everything's gigantic and killer on freaking Amphibia.
Oh, cicadas, like little cute cicadas, or like, oh my gosh, that's huge! Whoa!
She's like, oh yeah, she turns around, giant bugs would freak me out. Oh my goodness, I don't like bugs, and gigantic Volkswagen-sized bugs. No, thank you. So she's screaming and freaking out like, you guys got to get me out of here. They're trying to think, okay, this guy used to live in this house, so if it was a house, there was a bathroom, and if there's bathrooms, there's pipes. So we can make our way out of one of the pipes. So they look through all the archives, see that there's a blueprint, find out the bathroom was behind one of these walls, and Sprig goes, I'll be up there in a jiffy. He climbs through one of the pipes, and it leads into that lady's tea house, and she's like gonna go to the bathroom. So like Sprig popped out through the toilet while she was on it. They don't show it, thank God. But like, yeah, Sprig just keeps saying, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Gets out of the bathroom, runs, saves Anne. She's like, oh, how did you get out of here? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. I've seen some things. They get the cicadas out of there. They're safe. And they're like, okay, we can get you out. Hop and Polly didn't want to wait, so they went through the pipe too. And then, Hop Pop's like, I've seen some things.
We couldn't wait, so we took the pipes too.
I seen things.
You freaking pervert. They fixed the day, oh, we saved everyone. But then Anne's like, this isn't just some regular adventure we're going on. Sprig, as much as we have fun, this is serious. This is my way home. We need to learn things. We need to be prepared because might be my only way to get back to my family. And then, Sprig feels a little bad about it, but then he kind of he agrees. He's like, okay, Anne, let's do this together. We're going to work together. And he goes to hug her, and then they crash through the skylight. And they crash back into the library. At least they have a way out now, right? I like this episode. It's a good setup episode because now we know they're getting ready for some serious stuff. But on to the next episode.
Zoo books and manga, here I come!
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.